Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bag of Mind podcast. It's your boy, Fonda Villain. To my right this time, we got the man, the one and only, Toes. What's good, man?
Hey everyone, it's me, Lag. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for listening. I'm so grateful to be here, and I'm even more grateful for everyone that's liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff on our all pages. And if you're new here, welcome. You're returning, you're a friend, you're friendly now. So pack your bags, stay tuned, sign the lease, hang a little longer. Yeah.
Sign the lease. We're about it. Sign the lease because you're here. But somebody else that we need to sign the lease because you guys will see him a few more times than one. Sitting on my left, the man, the only, the executive protection, homie from Top Golf. It's been years. It's been ages. Always lovely to have him in town. Mr. Steve Ross, USA. What's up, baby?
What's up, fellas? How we doing?
Not too
Great.
bad, man. How about
Great.
yourself?
Man, I'm glad to be back. Glad to be back on the show.
Yes.
Always good times here.
Every time,
Every
he's
time.
Every time he's around, it's
Something
like
different.
we have to lock it in. If you guys haven't been paying attention to the socials, which you should, because there's been a lot of work being put in. One of the very first clips that came out was the one with you, the one that we shot.
I think it was the first one.
That was that the very first clip ever?
Yeah.
No, not well. The very first clip ever. Yes, yeah. The very first clip, but not the very first post. I don't think.
Not the first post.
Yeah, but the very first clip of anything was the one with this man's talking about something crazy. Yeah, you're gonna see. Definitely go check it out, and that episode will most likely be dropped on the Patreon. But, but yeah, man, it's always nice having you in town. So you want to give us a little rundown of what brought you into the city this time around?
Yeah. My friend and roommate out in Phoenix, she was driving back to sell a car to her mom.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll go back to the city, see family and friends, hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
And so I'm flying back tomorrow, getting out of here. Gotta get back to
Sheesh.
Phoenix. It's too cold for me here right now.
It's too
Cold.
I've adapted to Phoenix.
It's
I like the
97
dry
today.
heat.
I was gonna say, mind you guys, we're about to hit 100 degrees soon. What
It's
is
110 in Phoenix.
You don't even go outside in that weather.
Jeez. I know.
I'd be by the pool.
You'd be in the water, not by the pool.
Both. In and out.
Really? Fair enough. You don't look that tan like you've been out there, but
Yeah, for someone that's always
that's
in the pool.
always in the 100 degrees,
Okay, maybe not as
110.
much as I need to be, but
No. We like the little glow. We like the beard. But speaking of roommates, though, it's gonna take us right into what we wanted to bring to you guys today. Living with roommates, simply put, living with roommates. Have you ever lived with roommates? What's been your experience? And to tag on to that, I want to add, have you ever lived with a roommate of the opposite gender?
I'm kicking off. Yeah.
Yeah, go
Both,
ahead.
plenty.
Okay.
So I was in the Navy. So when I moved out to San Diego, they put me in a room. It was like a holding facility.
Oh
'cause
yeah.
I was waiting to get to my ship, and they put me with this kid that he wasn't supposed to be my roommate. He was a bad kid that was getting kicked out.
Oh shit.
He got kicked out for like drugs. He was like doing heavy stuff, weed or LSD.
Oh,
That's heavy.
I mean,
You said heavy
So
stuff. You said
heavy.
weed. I
for
was like,
military,
I
it's
mean-
not just alcohol.
okay,
Any
okay.
drugs is bad. But
Gotcha.
I remember him. I said weed.
For me, heavy is anything like that involves a needle
Right.
or a pipe. you know?
fair. Fair
He
enough.
specifically wasn't just weed. It was some other stuff. I
Okay,
remember.
okay.
I think it was LSD. A lot of Navy people do LSD.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's out of your system or it doesn't test, whatever it is.
Mhm.
But
seeing bunnies.
so I had
Yeah.
that dude for a week and a half. I was doing all the
Damn,
remote
that was
shit.
quick. It's a week and a half.
Yeah,
I
and
guess
then
he
I
was-
went out to see my ship. And so for roommates, the room I went to on a ship is mine was 500 feet long.
Mhm.
We're in a room. Think of like a 2,500 square foot house, but think of it like a single floor room. You got rows. You got
Rows
like
of-
little lanes. You got three stacked high of beds, three stacked high,
Yeah.
all the way down across the width of the ship.
I've seen like pictures and videos of footages on a Navy ship.
Yeah.
Bro, the beds are just so cramped.
Yeah, pull up a picture
yeah,
for him to
That
see.
sounds
Yeah,
like
we
we'll
got
definitely have to toss one
Yeah,
up. That
I'll
sounds
find
like
you one.
boarding school though, because I was gonna say that was like the first real roommate experience, and yeah, boarding school in Cameroon or just most I think African countries do the same thing. It's just
Oh yeah,
it'll just be a hall essentially, just a big building, bunk beds just lined up with one path down the middle.
Yeah.
and it's just like, bro,
it
Iron
was.
beds.
I mean, it's all dudes. We're all like working together, living together. Guys in my unit, and I was in deck and operations, so engineers are there, cooks are there. All just vibing out, but not on the ship. Then I lived with one of my best friends in the Navy, Chantarelli, Matt, and we lived for like 3 years together. Whether it was San Diego and then Hawaii, And then
Okay.
eventually I was tired of the barracks. Barracks are like on land, they're like college dormitories, but really shitty.
Oh
Really shitty.
yeah.
Mm.
So my first well shoot, before that, my first roommates before the military was Eric. Shout out to Eric.
Okay. Shout out to
Eric,
Eric for one
Morgan,
time.
and Hope and Vincent. Hope's a girl.
Yeah, yeah,
So yeah, I lived with a girl back when I was 18, 19.
yeah. What was
How's
that?
And
that? Yeah.
What was that
even on
situation?
top of that, we shared a room. A
Uh,
room like this
Okay.
size. I was on one side by the door, she was in the back. Bed here, bed there. And same thing like college dormitory, you know. You got the two beds in one room, but
Yeah.
never co-ed like that. But
Yeah, not co-ed. Just but in uni, no way to put
Yeah.
this in co-ed.
feel
rent was
like
150 though. It
for
was
a
cheap.
for a girl, that's gotta be so weird.
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think from a girl's perspective? Because
well, I mean, I can't give the
well,
exact girl
I know,
perspective, but like,
right?
you know,
Yeah,
like,
think
yeah, girls
Yeah.
usually like want their privacy. They want to act a certain, like, not act a certain way, but like, you know, like, I feel like it's hard to keep your,
Feminine.
yeah, feminine, like lady like when you have,
barriers.
you know, like a guy roommate that's sharing the same
Right.
bedroom as you.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, flip that around, it's kind of hard as a guy. Currently, I have 3 girl roommates.
Yeah.
And back in
Yeah.
2021, I had 2 girl roommates when I was in Virginia. I've had girl roommates plenty.
Fair.
And
Okay.
I guess you could say the same thing for guys. Like it's hard to keep my masculinity sometimes because they're always like gossiping and doing girl stuff all the time, doing their nails. I'm like trying to chill, watch
Nah, you
an
know you're
action
trying to.
movie.
Yeah,
Steven's
you
definitely
you're
trying to
be
be in
zesty
it.
with it. Yeah.
Steven's definitely zesty over there with them for sure.
I
When
do
they're
the face mask
gossiping.
too.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
I'm trying to like watch an action movie or sports. And like, no, let's put on, you know, Love
Yeah.
Island or something.
The
I'm like,
Bachelor or something.
yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
the last one we just got through is The Voice and American Idol. They
Jeez, that
made
sounds
me
terrible.
watch them, and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm trying. I go to the gym at night, 6 and 7.
Now
So I
you're
gotta
watching.
watch the episode and then go to the gym afterwards because like, no, stay. And I'm like,
Yo,
gotta go.
that
At least
is
like they're
funny.
very involved, like,
Yeah,
with you.
very
Yeah,
involved.
they're not. It's not like a
inclusive.
cutoff.
very involved, very
Mhm.
inclusive.
Because that's what I would imagine. If it's like, I've never lived with a female. Not never lived with a female. I never had a female roommate, and yeah, I would imagine if it's not like we're doing all the stuff like you're saying, like hanging out, doing the face masks over the weekend and stuff. If it's super closed off, I don't know how I feel about that either. Because it's just like too like having a roommate. At least from the roommates I have, it's always like, okay, bet by the time 1-2 months in, like we're like this, we're like doing all the shit together,
Yeah.
Mhm.
doing everything. So I've never really just been, well, fuck. The first time I went to Miami, yeah, the first time I was living in Florida, I stayed in like I was gonna say a group home, but like a home
Group home.
I was gonna say a group
A
home,
hospital.
but like what's it called with like bad different roommates?
Townhouse. Or
Kind of situation. Like this older guy, he had his
Hostel?
house and he was just renting like the other rooms. And I guess I did have a girl roommate, but she was on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
Never saw her. Went to what's it called? Went to like school, came back, and like we never did anything. Which to me was the weirdest thing because I was just like, bro,
Never did anything
It's-
as in like never did anything, like cook together or anything like that.
not anything,
Okay,
bro.
okay.
Like barely saw them in
We
the
do that
evening.
every day.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that sounds
Very-
amazing though. Like that'd be
very
That
close
would be
knit.
the type of
It's actually pretty good.
yeah.
But I've had some
But-
bad ones. you
Yeah,
know?
but it helps that you guys, the 3 girls roommate you have now, that you met here in Oklahoma. You guys are
Oh,
longtime
yeah, yeah.
friends. I think
Yeah, I've known
that's
Oh,
important.
true.
Yeah.
Hope and
true.
Sadie for like 9 years.
Yeah.
Jess, I don't know her as well. I've known her maybe 5 or 6 years, but not like
Yeah.
I do
Okay.
Hope and Sadie.
Right,
I
right.
met her through them.
Gotcha.
Fair.
Yeah.
That definitely helps, yeah, especially
Mhm.
knowing them from beforehand. Do you feel like,
Yeah.
well, what was the Virginia situation like? Was those randoms or?
Yeah, it was 2 randoms off of Facebook.
Oof.
I was in the Navy there,
Facebook.
and I was just trying to get a
Yeah.
base house, or I was trying to get my BAH, which is like the military housing allowance. And to get that, you need to have a house. You need to have a lease.
Mm.
So it's either that or live on base, and I wasn't about to do that
Mm.
because then I wouldn't get the $2,500 a month for
Yeah.
housing.
Yeah.
So I found rent for like 900, so I get to pocket the extra.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oof.
Perfect
So,
situation.
Yeah.
found
yeah.
these 2 girls, and everything was good, but then I got out of the military, and I told them 5 months in advance, like, hey, in June I'm leaving and I'm moving out, and the lease ends in July. So I was asking for 1 month of rent to be like
Yeah. Set.
for them to cover
Stable.
it, like y'all take care of
Yeah.
it, or use my my security deposit, you know.
Fair.
And one girl just lost. She was so upset about it. She became the most toxic person ever. It was a disaster. Like
Sheesh.
I didn't talk with her. I ain't got her on any social media now, but she was like, "No, you can't do this. You can't just move out, blah blah blah, and take." Because I was gonna take my stuff too, so I was gonna take my
She
TV.
was gonna let you take your stuff.
That's
Yeah.
nah. That's
Well, no, I was gonna take it. She was mad that I was taking my TV and
some
the
people are so
TV
entitled
stand.
to the wrong
My
shit.
TV,
I'm like,
bro.
what? You want me to leave it? Okay, pay me for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Give me a
exactly. If you're gonna pay me for
$1,000
it,
TV.
Yeah.
what
Fine.
the fuck? Nah, no shot.
But I was doing a military clause. Like legally, I could move out, and she was threatening to take me to court. I'm like, I've done this military clause like 6 times. Like, do it
Yeah.
over a small claims thing. Like,
Bro,
ridiculous.
you're gonna spend more money on the lawyer
I
than
know.
than the rent.
Than the TV.
Yeah.
Housing situations have always been a mess for me.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh, that's fair. That's
I've
fair.
moved around so
Yeah.
much.
But you said earlier now that you're trying to buy a house now.
yeah, I'm trying to buy a
Yeah.
house out in
Trying to
Phoenix.
lock it in. And roommates or no?
Yeah, I want to get a roommate to
Mhm.
help pay the mortgage.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. That's only
Just someone
fair.
I can, a guy. I want a guy this time, so I can go to the gym to. Someone I can like, maybe someone I can do jujitsu with. or
Yeah.
whatever.
Someone you can fall in love with. Yeah.
No, not one of those anymore.
Just kidding.
Not one of those anymore.
I had a girl I
Nah.
was seeing in Hawaii, a girl roommate, and then
Mhm.
we ended up hooking up after going out.
Oof.
That then became difficult.
Oof.
I moved out
course.
2 weeks later or 2 months later.
Oh, 2 months
Um,
though.
Yeah, I mean we were seeing each other like casually hooking up, but you go to the bar, you get drunk, come back.
Yeah, you both
Everyone's
come into the
drunk.
same house.
Yeah, it's kind of just
Yeah.
easy at that point.
But she was a foreign exchange student type. She was Argentinian.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Nice and
It was,
casual.
it was it was cool. Didn't speak too much English, language barrier, but culture barrier. So
Yeah.
Fair.
No bedroom barrier though. Yeah.
no,
None of the barriers at home though.
no, we got rid of that.
Yo, fair enough. Yeah, I've had a few friends that done that. They've been rooming. I think. Oh shoot, did they just get married? One of my friends from med school, they were like roommates at first and everything. And then Drew was like, "Bro, you guys are already both like in med school. You guys already like each other clearly. Like they clearly liked each other. It's like, oh, just make it a thing."
Yeah.
And I think they're married now.
Match made. for
Married
them.
now.
I think they're married now.
Play
Last I
chess.
remember.
Wow.
Yeah. But so Toast, you said you haven't had many roommate experiences.
Yeah. So I mean, the short time I did move out, I lived by myself. So it
Okay,
was like,
sick.
it wasn't anything exciting. Like I like living by myself. I'll
I
be
was gonna
honest.
say.
I don't. I as much I like people, I don't like sharing my stuff like too much like that.
Yeah.
Like I like my personal space just because like I usually I'm a social person when I'm out. So when I'm home, I like to just be able to play my music as loud as I want.
Yeah,
like watch
be in
whatever I
your
want
own
on my
space.
TV.
Feel
Yeah, like I just need that space away from everyone because I can be an extrovert, but most of the time I'm an introvert. Yeah.
Okay.
I feel that.
I was
for
gonna say,
sure.
yeah. So, in terms like, would you ever want to get a roommate? Sounds like a no.
With the right person for sure, man.
Okay.
Like I feel like it'll be fun. I mean, back then I didn't have a lot of friends that I was really close to anyway, so it wasn't like anyone that I actually wanted to live with or wouldn't mind living with. But now, like for example, I would live with Masood.
Oh
Shout out to
yeah.
Masood and Han. I would live with them. Like Masood and Han, we just get
Sick.
along so well. And like when I was in Virginia recently, I was just staying at his parents' place, and his parents' place has like a basement, which is where Masood and Hannah stays now. So it felt like we were roommates.
Yeah, like little roommates
Every
for
day
the
we just
week.
wake up, like game together for a bit, like do our own thing, and then like find each
Get
other
some
again,
food.
like get some food or whatever, and then hang out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, that's sick. How do you feel you will handle with a female roommate though?
I wouldn't want one.
No,
I'll be
absolutely
honest. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's just not because like 2 reasons. I don't want to like unless like she's like very comfortable being around guys.
not. Oh, you don't want to have to deal with that barrier of like I'm a guy. I have to make sure all my guy stuff are
Yeah,
very.
exactly. Like if I want to bring a girl home, I don't want it to be awkward.
Yeah.
And honestly, the whole like, what if I do end up liking my roommate?
Like your
I'll
roommate
be
and
honest,
then having a Steven situation.
Yeah,
Never
like
again.
even though like I know I have self control and I have like
Yeah.
I there are boundaries if I know how to cross them, I won't cross them. But what if it just happened one night? Like we were both same situation. We were both drunk. We
Went
hooked
out
up, and then
together
like now
'cause-
it's awkward.
Yeah, because
Now
to,
what? You
to
know what I
break
mean?
the ice, you guys would go out together and like at least just casually,
Yeah.
just to do something, and it might end up being a great ass time. You drink whatever and come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Something I've seen though, like having girl roommates or just girlfriends in general, is they're great wingmen, wing women.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you know
yeah.
it's hard to meet friends, and when you're in your 20s, guys in general.
Right.
Sometimes it just happens, you go to the gym, see each
Yeah,
other
a
6
few
times in a row.
times.
It's like, hey, what's up, man? And it's
Yeah.
good. But a girl roommate, they're gonna think, or a girlfriend, someone out in public, they're gonna think you're hit on right away.
Yeah,
Mm,
man.
yeah.
Immediately, that's the
But
first thought. It was just
The girl roommates I have now, like wingmen,
Yeah,
automatic, 100%. And I don't have to
Solid.
worry about me hitting on them or them hitting on me. I know like our situation, like we're
Yeah.
everything is
friends.
perfect.
I mean, 2 of them have boyfriends, and the other
Yeah.
one is like Hope, sister. No way.
yeah.
No, sorry.
The other one's like Hope. What's like
No,
like she's not
that's a-
dateable or
that's a-
something.
not to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's-
yeah.
that's-
Well, not to you. I'm just like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's no,
That's funny.
she's dateable, just not to me.
Yeah, yeah,
Bro
yeah.
to me though.
That's
But she, I
funny.
mean, yeah, she will go out and she like, so you see any prospects? You see any
Oh,
like
prospects.
anyone looking
Man,
at? I'm like,
I was gonna
okay.
say.
That's nuts.
But
Yeah,
then
and Sadie's a smooth talker too. Look,
That's
yeah,
it.
she could definitely open up
the
doors.
bad thing though, going out with the girl roommates, is sometimes people think that I'm
See,
with them.
Yeah, it's
I had
just
to
like-
kind of distance myself a little bit, like get the fuck away.
Yeah, you can't be
Yeah, yeah,
too
yeah, give me some
too
space.
friendly like y'all
Yeah.
are at the crib. You're just like, okay,
Like-
now we just really got to show that you're high key my sister.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But okay, I was gonna say when you were saying as far as bringing a girl home, how was it with you with bringing a female home? Because
in-
now you're with all your friends, but how was it before with the Virginia girls too?
Here in Phoenix, I haven't brought anyone home. I probably
Okay.
won't. I probably won't unless
Fair.
it's Bay.
Fair.
Virginia, I did so. I didn't care. I did so often, but they were bringing
Yeah.
home guys too.
Okay, so
we
it's-
were all single. Everyone was bringing home whoever.
And
When
everyone
you
was
were
cool with
like
it.
sharing the bedroom with Hope.
I did.
How'd that happen?
I did.
That's
one-
a
Yeah.
good one.
I don't remember it. I really don't. I don't even remember who it was.
Wow.
I couldn't tell you.
Wouldn't that be so awkward? You thought she wasn't home, and then like, y'all just hot, like you and the girl just hot and heavy in the room, and then like Hope's like, "Who's here?" Yo,
She
That'd be
talks about every now
interesting.
and then. She's like, "Yeah, I just rolled over and like pretended trying not to."
that
hear
what
it."
a trooper! I want to leave the room.
I know it wasn't.
No, wait, that's
What a
weird. Why is she laying there?
trooper. What a trooper! It's
People
her
do it in
bed.
college
What do you
all
I
the
get
time.
that. I get that. But
Why
I
is she-
cannot be 10 feet away from somebody having sex with someone else.
I've done it.
Look,
I've heard that
I mean,
story
me-
recently too.
me too, but it's like a
Being
yeah,
Go
like
ahead.
like another guy, like my guy friend bringing a girl home, and I was just like at his place or whatever. But Hope is like a girl, you know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
I feel like it would be a little different, but maybe not. Maybe
Like
she just-
you've been to a house party and people go start hooking up in a different
in
bedroom.
different bedrooms.
That shit happened all the time at 607. All the time.
I've heard-
It's
I've heard
people
some
are
crazy
"Okay,
stories."
Who's,
Yeah,
who's
yeah.
in there?
Oh, that's on the other episode, eh?
607. They brought it up a little bit, but
Yeah,
we didn't
yeah.
really. Apparently, it was nuts over there. 607 for the people that was
Oof.
back
Yeah.
in the day when you were living with all the mandem you just named earlier.
Yeah.
Edmond. Yeah, that's
It was a little trap house for a little bit. We had like
trap house
10
situation.
people in there at once. House parties every week.
10 is
Sheesh.
so crazy. Too like how many bedroom was it?
4-bedroom.
10 people.
We had
10
2 people
people.
sharing 2 rooms, and then another 2 on the couch, and then I guess 8. Yeah, 8.
Still-
And then
Still
every
solid.
now and then someone would stay for a week or so.
Yeah, but you always have friends coming in and out. So
Oh yeah.
busy house.
That's solid. No.
Busy.
Luckily for me, like I've always all my roommate situation guys, except for that first one in Miami. Yeah, except for that one in Miami, which was like the shared housing thing, which I didn't really see the lady much. Outside of that, all my roommate situations have just been perfect. Like it's been all guys that I click with. Shout out Drew, shout out Cliff, Marco for a little bit. And we had like no real problems, no real issues in the house. Like nothing with bringing girls over, whatever the case may be. I think, well, for me that wasn't much of an issue because whenever I started living with them, I was in a relationship, and then even between relationships, it wasn't anything crazy. So. Living with a female roommate though, yeah, I'm not sure if I could though.
Yeah.
Like female that's not my shorty. But speaking of that, how do you feel like it would change if you were living with someone that you were dating? Have you ever lived with someone you've been dating before?
No,
No.
never.
Wait,
I don't.
Wait, I thought you said you have before. The girl in Miami. Miami?
Okay, kind of.
Yeah.
I was there for work and I had a hotel
Okay.
to stay at, but
Oh,
like
okay,
we
okay.
kicked it
Oh, and it
off
was a
and I
hotel.
was like I was with her every day for
Okay,
like
okay.
a month, but living with her, that wasn't really fully living. That was
Yeah.
more like me extended stay with her.
Okay.
When was it like she had stuff moved into the spots? Because that's
No,
what I'm really getting at, is like having all like fully moved
No, it
in
was
partnership.
my two luggage that I flew to Miami with from LA, and I
Yeah.
just had it there, all my clothes,
Mm.
and like I had none of my blender bottles, none of my protein, none of my like stuff, and I have a
That's-
lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it or not, I don't believe in cohabitation before marriage.
Fair.
Really?
Believe it or not.
I know me, right?
He believes in a lot of shit.
I believe
but not
in
He said
cohab.
believe it or not.
sex before marriage. Yeah, I do that obviously, but
Say like belief, like it's like some
Like,
ideology,
yeah,
like
it's
some
like, believe
ideology.
it or not, or
It's,
like,
yeah,
it is what it is.
but like
something you do.
whenever I find that one, I don't want to have sex with her before marriage. It's gonna be
Mm.
hard.
How do you know you're gonna find that one?
I don't,
Because
man.
usually when you like a girl, you usually just go
Just
for the
go
hookup.
for
I
it.
know
Yeah.
it's hard, and
Never
What an
ending cycle.
unachievable goal to set for yourself.
I know, but like it's the way
Fair,
I
man.
think of.
Fair,
And
fair.
it's crazy because you ever see like a really pretty girl and you're like thought like, oh, she's big,
Yeah.
she's perfect, and then you hook up with her and it's trash. It's everything
Ooh,
Trash?
It's
that's
just not
happened.
good.
That's happened. Yeah,
Like-
that's happened for my
like
first time. Actually,
Starfish
not too
in
long ago.
bed, bad head, all that type of stuff. And you're
Oof.
like,
Yeah.
imagine if I waited, I got married,
He
and
said,
this is what we
"Imagine if I
dealt.
waited."
Oh man,
Yeah,
that's a
few
real
years.
fear.
see what I'm looking
Yeah.
at?
That's a real fear. Honestly, sex is so important.
It
Like,
is.
a
It
healthy
honestly
sex
is.
relationship with your partner is so important.
So
Yeah.
important. Yeah,
I used to
sex
be
happened
like-
before. Go ahead.
I used to be like, yeah, no sex before marriage, before I had sex.
Before you.
Yeah.
Like, what am I
And
thinking
then
now?
and then the first time I had bad sex, I was like, I need to know.
We got
Everyone
test
I
drive.
like actually I'm serious about. Let's see the chemistry, the actual chemistry,
Yeah,
like how good. I mean, our communication can be great. Everything can be
everything
great.
could be healthy.
Yeah, but if it's like the sex is not, maybe if it's something we can like salvage,
yeah,
you
work
know,
on.
because I've dated a lot of girls that were like virgins,
Okay,
so I've so it's not like
You've taken a lot of V chords.
crazy to put it that way, but
decent
yeah.
amount.
Okay.
Decent amount is like what?
If you drop your body count, I'll drop it.
We're not
You
doing
brought
Yeah,
that
that.
okay
back.
then.
We're not doing that.
But like with those kind of things, you can always work up.
Right.
But if it's like you can tell when a girl just doesn't want to even try, like she's just so like in your scenario, like you found a really pretty girl, maybe she's just so used to the guy doing all the work, like
Yeah. She
worshiping
doesn't
her.
even-
She's just like, I could just lay here and look pretty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, tragic.
It is tragic.
Everything's coachable, but
I don't wanna-
that would be a really hard to coach.
I don't want to coach. Honestly, I don't want to coach
I
them.
know, I know.
Like the whole like
Fair.
the whole
like for sport. I don't want sport. I want love.
yeah, like,
Yeah,
the whole like
intimacy.
die, go to heaven, get 72 virgins. I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to teach 72 people how to fucking have sex. I'm not trying.
What
You
does
know,
that say?
that's so
That's
crazy
a
to
good
me,
point.
What
bro.
the
Can you
heck?
imagine
I never even
getting
thought of
bad
that.
head 72 times?
Oh,
Your skin falling off.
Oh,
That's mad teeth.
oh.
What the hell?
I didn't even think of that.
Think about it. Now you have to.
Jeez. That's actually crazy. Nah. No, I couldn't. At least for me, the one not everything is coachable. I would agree. And then the whole your situation is just nuts.
What? No. What do you mean?
70,
Okay.
going on to 72 is crazy. Okay, but so
The
obviously
idea
you
of it's
haven't,
great.
huh?
The idea of it is great.
The idea of it is
Put
crazy.
into principle.
Obviously, you haven't lived with relationship anybody, yeah, or have you?
No. And I mean, I've like kind of lived like an extended stay with somebody,
Okay.
like a month at a time, multiple times,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like terrible, but I didn't have all my shit. I didn't have any of my shit. My workout schedule was fucked. My
Yeah.
eating schedule was fucked.
Yeah.
You know, like
Bro.
and I'm so used to sleeping alone that like Shorty's just always trying to cuddle, and I'm a hot sleeper, so I don't want to be touched while I'm sleeping.
Fair.
You know,
That's me. I'm
little things like
resonating.
that.
Yeah.
Now you got to get on my schedule if we're doing that. Like we're
Yeah.
staying together.
Yeah, like here
It's
when
got to be my place, and
Patriarchy.
But you know,
But see, I still don't want.
like,
But see, I still don't want the
No,
girl to
I'm
bring all
kidding.
her shit and set up on my crib. You know what I mean?
yeah, but like at the end of the day, like I've got my own life, you got yours. We cannot live 24/7 together. Like you guys
Yeah,
split and
yeah.
go do your stuff,
Mm.
and I gotta do my own stuff. Because if I don't work out every day, it's not a good time,
Bro.
Not
Yeah.
in a good
But
mood.
when you get married,
I have to. I will.
I mean,
Yeah.
you will work out. That's what I'm
I
saying. But
will.
when you get married, that'll still be fixed, right? Like you're
Yeah.
gonna be living together 24/7, but you're obviously not gonna be together 24/7.
Yeah, like get the breakfast, get the morning start, and then split.
And then
Unless it's a
go do
plan
your
of like,
thing.
hey, date day, we're going
Hmm.
Yeah.
do shopping together. That's fine.
Yeah, I like that. I've never personally also ever lived with someone I've dated.
Mm-hmm.
Extended stay, maybe.
Yeah.
Coming over visiting, because I've never even been in one place for too long.
Mhm.
So coming over visiting, staying for however long, I like it. Personally, I like it. Like it's cool, it's comfortable knowing that I go to work or wherever, the gym, whatever, and I come back and Shorty's there. She's either like making food or something. And it's just it's so smooth of a lifestyle. I guess it's never been long enough either for me to really miss my own personal space, and that's something I'm hoping doesn't happen to me, because it's like after the first maybe 3 months, it's like, damn, when am I gonna start feeling like, all right, cool, now I really want to be over here, like
Yeah.
way over here,
Yeah.
which is another reason why I feel like I've done so well in long distance relationships, just because it's like the distance is most of the time it's enough, and I'm very comfortable in my own space to where like it doesn't really impact me that way.
So in your case, you felt good doing it, but you think that has affected your partner? Like you've had partners that didn't want that, like they always want to be with you.
yeah, I mean that's also true. Yeah, majority of them, just because again it was long distance relationships, like they
Yeah.
did always want to be like together and close.
Yeah.
Which, again, I wanted. I just don't know how it would translate if we were together
Yeah.
for an extended amount of time, especially living together. So it's just like
Yeah.
when they're there temporarily, it's cool. Bring all your stuff, move in, the face masks on whatever days we're there, and we can do all of that. Another thing that you mentioned too that really relates to me is that my schedule is just off when they're there, which is like that's why I'm enjoying this time. But whenever I want to get back on my shit, it's like, okay, I don't know, we're gonna have to fix something here, because my schedule is off. It's like between the date nights and like the movies together, nothing that I'm really wanting to do for myself is really ever there, which is fine for sometimes, but
Yeah, I think that's why it's important to, like, if you're gonna move in with your partner, find somebody that, like, if you guys don't want to, disassociate from each other's life too much while living together, like at least have similar hobbies. So like if you like going to the gym, your partner should like go to the gym too. You know,
at least,
at least. Like, and like it's like small things, like
Even if it's not the same time of the day.
yeah, even if it's not
Or same
Facts.
same type of working out. Like
Yeah.
if I'm working out and I'm going over here to do MMA,
Yeah.
you go to the gym at the same time. That
Yeah.
way we both get it in.
right.
And
Like,
we're not
that way, like you
taking away
both
from
leave the
each
house
other.
together and like kind of come back around the same time. That way,
Right.
at least share the same eating schedule, sleeping schedule.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I've dated two of my relationships that were very like were long distance.
Yeah.
And I at the time, I'm in school, liked it a lot because I was like, okay, I have all this. We've talked about this before. Like I have all this time and space to myself, but at the same time, like as a man, when you hear your girl complaining about, or not complaining, like, but like having grievances about, hey, I really missed you. I mean, it feels like it's been so long since I've seen you, and like now you're sitting there frustrated because like she's telling you a problem that you can't solve in the
There's
moment.
nothing you can do.
Yeah, but I've dated girls that I'm like, I would actually like living with this person.
Yeah.
Very
I feel like
structured
I
people.
feel like it'd be interesting. This just came to me as well, and I wanted to ask so let's say we've gone past the living situation. When are you guys getting into finances? Like, are you ever showing your
Early.
girl your bank account?
Early.
No.
No.
I don't know. I've never had that question.
I've never
Give me a second, circle
done
back.
it. I've
Yeah.
never done it, but yeah, you said early.
I mean, as far it's like just
no,
showing
no,
you the bank
no.
account.
Showing the bank account we'll get into after, but like the finances getting like
I think that's something that like I don't bring up super early, but
Yeah.
like if we start seeing each other consistently and we're sharing a lot of meals and we're doing a lot of activities together,
Mhm.
it's gonna come up at some point. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like, because my take on this is the guys are always paid for the first date.
Fair.
Like most of the like meals or activities, like you got like on the dates or whatever, right? But at the same time, the girl side has to contribute somewhat until you're my wife, until you're my girl. Like it can't just be all the guys, because then now maybe I just have a transactional mindset
Mm-hmm.
because now I'm like, okay, I'm doing all this. What's she doing? What is she
Yeah.
giving me that I can't get from like the next girl? You know,
Right.
like maybe I am in love with her. Maybe I do have very, very strong feelings for her. But at the same time, I'm thinking about the future too. Like this could potentially be the mother of my kids. When I can't take care of the family, if I get sick, if I'm down,
Yeah.
you
What's
know,
happening now? Walk
is she
on.
just gonna sit there and wait for the meal to be served on the table too? Like how it is now? You know what I mean? So it's I try to bring it up early,
Mm-hmm.
just to see how
Her mindset,
how
at
my yeah,
least.
at very
Yeah.
least where it stands because like I've in our within even within our friend group we had a friend that broke up with his girl because
Oh.
the differences in finance.
Mm,
Oh yeah.
that's
So
fair.
yeah, it's for now. I mean, I've never had an issue with a girl like not understanding where I'm coming from. Usually, it's always like, yeah, like that. We share that too. So like that, you never have to worry about that. So been
Yeah.
very blessed with that. But
Sick.
at the same time, like it's important.
Finances?
Yeah.
I mean, you said
So
you gotta own the house. Is she paying some of the mortgage or what's
so
going on?
here's my thought process. I would love
Yeah.
to be a complete traditional guy that pays for everything from start to finish.
Yeah.
But
Mm.
it is 2024.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like that anymore.
Shit's
It's not like
expensive these
that.
days, man.
We're like you're talking like early 1900, 18, 17, 1600s. A woman would be her father's part of her father's family until a
Yeah.
guy came in and was like, "Hey,
And
I want to
now
start dating your girl. I want to see your girl. I want to court her and then marry her and take her away from your family. She's not with you anymore.
now
She's with me."
you
That's not
yeah.
a thing anymore because girls are starting, they're working when they're 16, 17, 15, 16, 17. They're making their own money and girls are, they got better jobs than men.
Yeah,
It's not
most
the
of the
thing where
time.
it's guys have the best paying job, the top paying job
Yeah, for
anymore.
everything.
It's a woman can very easily have the more paying job and be the breadwinner of the family. Would I want that? Personally, no. I want my wife to stay home and take care of the kids,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
get her nails done, get her hair done,
Yeah, I mean, look,
do
just
her Pilates, wherever she
nice
wants to
and
do, and
soft
not
and
have to worry
easy.
about bringing the money in.
Yeah.
Right.
So, do I want my wife or girl to see my finances? I guess we can have a conversation about it,
Yeah.
but it's going to be someone a little bit farther down the line. Someone that the thought process of I'm going to marry this woman is definitely going to be in the picture
Facts. I
because
agree.
I'm not talking
Yeah.
about money with whoever.
Yeah, I agree. I like that take, but I like Lax's take as well as far as like discussing it early just so you can know because it can get a little bit down the line and then it just pops up that like, oh, she's just here to kick back and
That's a good point.
Yeah.
relax.
Like and then what do you say then?
Yeah, and it's
You know?
like this is how she's been. It's not like anything new, right?
Yeah.
But then I also enjoy the traditional mindset of being able to
It
take
feels
care of
good,
everything.
honestly.
Yeah,
As
because
a
you
guy, like,
you work, you
as a
do
guy,
your
you want
thing.
that.
Hard.
Yeah.
2024.
But it
it's
is
hard.
It
hard.
feels
nowadays.
so good
Yeah.
to
In
like
this
provide for your
economy.
woman.
Literally, just
And
take
just-
care of it. Like you just,
Yeah.
I like the way you put it. Just have it taken care of.
Mm-hmm.
So you just feel like you're taking care of business. But yeah, you're right. It is hard. So I don't know. I'm somewhere in the middle. Apparently, I'm
It's
just
a
like
balance. You got to balance it somehow.
it's a tough balance.
I
Don't ask
think
me how because I don't know.
it would be nice, like because it is 2024, to have the girl bring up the finances. Sometimes.
Ladies, you heard it
Yeah.
here first from the boy Toast. Bring up the finances. But yeah,
But it's
go ahead.
it's an uncomfortable conversation to have, or it could be if you're if you're you guys aren't ready to talk about it. But when are you gonna ever be ready to talk about it?
You know what's something I just thought of too that would just also having a girl bring up the finances. It's like because I think actually props to some of the women, but I think some women are bringing it up now these days. But it's also being looked down upon because it's like, oh, she just wants to talk about the money. She
No,
wants to see
I-
how much
I
the
would-
boy is
I would
making.
never
So I
put
guess
it
it
that
really
way.
depends
Yeah.
on how they bring it up because there's
Yeah.
so many times where they're like, okay, well, what kind of job do you have or what do you make? And
Yeah.
then the man them are just like, oh, okay, that's all
Yeah.
she cares about, which
Yeah,
sucks.
yeah. Now
But that's true.
there's like an ongoing meme right now. It's like there's like a little song they put a beat on it. It was like I want a guy that's 6'5", finance. Like,
Right.
you've
Right.
heard it.
Right.
And it's like, I mean, the only time I've ever shown the girl my bank account was like I'm trying to like some of the girls I've dated are very bad with money.
Fair.
So I'm like, you if you're planning on traveling, you want to do stuff, you want to have emergency money, you want to have money set aside for like 6 months rent in case you get sick or something happen, you
Yeah.
lose your job, anything could happen, right? So, and then most of the time they're like, I don't believe you. Like, do you do that? Because you're teaching to me. So are you doing that? So like, I
Yeah.
show my saving. That's as far as I go. And I'll show my saving, and like usually by then they're like, okay, like that makes sense. Like, and then they'll get into the good habits of, You know, because like if you're working at a job that's paying you $15 a day and you're getting Starbucks every day
with the add-ons,
with the add-ons,
and then the
With the
tax, you're looking at like a
and then
$7,
it's
$8, $9 coffee.
what with a fucking bagel? What are we doing? You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You're not lying. I don't know. I mean, I can't show nobody my bank account. They'll be like, "Damn, this shit." They'll be like, "Yo," they'll be like, they'll be like, "Wait, online you look like this, but
Yo,
your
it's
bank
not
account
adding
looks
up."
nothing's adding up." I'm
Nah,
like,
nah.
"Yo,
That's everything you see online. It's not always true.
it's not true."
Something's
know,
a habit.
Whatever you're seeing online. Because if I show someone a bank account, they'll be like, "Damn, are you?
Yeah.
Do you need help? are you okay? You don't have to pay for dinner tonight."
I
got food at home.
It's fine. I got it.
I can
got
cook.
this
Yeah.
Which is like, yo.
No, man,
But yeah, I don't know when I would ever like expose the finances. Honestly, it has to be later down the line. Any type of finances, just the talk though. I feel like it is good to have the talk earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's important, just
Definitely
for both
important.
parties.
Definitely important.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
okay.
yeah. Like I said, like as a man, you want to feel like you're taking care of your woman. It's not like,
Mhm.
but I feel like guys nowadays are more hesitant to do so because they feel like the girl is like feeling the entitlement towards that. Just
Right.
off rip and not wanting to give any value back in exchange. I don't even want to make it sound transactional because it should
Yeah.
never be that way. But like most guys are not, you know, a lot of guys are not dumb. I'm not gonna say most, like a lot of guys are dumb. But like, you know, like if a guy's really into you, he's gonna analyze everything.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at
Fair.
everything.
Fair. All right, cool. Last thing, just real quick before we get out of here, I just want to ask: would you ever live with your siblings outside of the main
No.
house? No.
No, not anymore. He's married with a kid.
Yeah.
And we're very close and good now that we're older.
Yeah.
When we lived together, no, we fought a lot. So
He's like, no, not the run back.
maybe if it was
Yeah.
like a house and there was a little separate house on the property.
Fair. You just be at the guest house.
Yeah.
Fair. Yeah. I mean, I would, but it's just.
It's kind of cheating for you though.
Oh.
I mean, though it's like around your age, you guys share a lot of the same interests,
yeah. So
hobbies.
we'll definitely just be boys at the house.
Right. You know.
But at the same time, I don't know if I would actually want to live with
Mhm.
Do or Lay. Yeah, I mean, nah, I feel like it'll work fine. I feel like it'll work fine, but I've had a great time living with the homie Drew. Shout out Drew, and it's just like they can come stay, but yeah, I don't know. Growing up, I feel like maybe now it'd be different. I'm not sure. It's just.
If the house is big enough, it wouldn't be a problem.
I mean, yeah, it'll be on dirt. That's the goal. Once we get to that, this shit is perfect. I don't know how it'll be
walkie-talkie to the bed
in the
crazy.
crib.
Definitely wouldn't be a
I
problem.
don't know how it'll be with them. Yeah, but it'll be interesting though. I would see. Not a hard no by any means, but just
It's a hard no for me.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not about it.
Yeah.
For me.
That's how it is for most, but fair enough. That being said, if you guys enjoyed the episode, please leave a comment. Let us know. Would you room with your girl before marriage? Would you show her the finances and the bills before marriage? Because that's a hot take. Make sure to go ahead and check the Spotify because we're actually going to have some of these polls up there. So leave your answer up there. That way we know exactly how many of you guys are communicating, which we need more of. Again, check out the social medias, Magamize Podcast, IG, TikTok, just anywhere you can find it, right? And if you're not checking the video, audio listeners, you should check the video because the boy got the OVO shirt on from the 6, you know what I'm saying?
Team Kendrick.
That's funny. From the 6, the OVO is on, and we out here, we on top apparently because Kendrick don't got no line.
Kendrick got no line, but Kendrick got no OVO.
Yeah, I know playing though.
But nah, yeah. So go ahead and check out the video. While you're doing that, make sure you leave a fucking comment. Again, we can't stress enough. Make sure you leave a comment if you're liking it. If you're not liking it, then keep it to yourself. And hit the like button, hit the notification so you know when the boys are on. Hit the subscribe because why wouldn't you already? 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, 5 stars on Spotify. And that being said, Steve Ross USA, anything you want to plug, anything for the people before you get out of here?
Man, I just love being here.
Man, just love being
We love you being here, bro. It's always a good time. It's always a different topic, but the same vibe, bro.
The same vibe. We love you being here. But that being said, we're going to catch you all later. So make sure you have a good night, good morning, good afternoon, and take it easy.
Peace.
Peace.